Rick, just explain why you were so keen to come and do this event tonight.
I'm a local guy, I guess. I mean, Warrington, pretty close to my heart, really. I grew up, it actually says Warrington on my passport. I grew up in Newtley Willows, which is a stone's throw down the way. And as Peter Kay said before, he just emailed me and said, look, do you want to come and do this? I didn't really have to think about it. I think the whole New Love family scenario is absolutely, shocked everybody, I think. But being local, I think it just brings it home even more, because you kind of know the area. You know that it could have, been yourself down your road, all the rest of it. I haven't lived in the north for about 20 years, but I'm still a professional northerner when I want to be, so I didn't have to think about it, to be honest. It's a tragic situation.
Well, Helen Newlove's campaign is all about getting the youth in Warrington involved, giving them something to do, setting up a community radio for them and so on. When you were young here, was there anything to do? To be honest, I wouldn't say there was a great deal to do, to be honest, but I also think the climate was different in terms of the way that it's a bit of a blanket statement to say that, kids aren't what we were when I was a kid, but it's true, and I don't know why that is exactly, and I think it's perhaps even from a governmental level, something has to change. There doesn't really seem to be a whole lot of respect, but therefore then that breeds within adults, I say adults, older people, that we don't really respect the kids either in that certain way. There's definitely a buffer thing going on, a barrier thing. And I know myself that if I walk down the street and I see four guys, I'm wary of it, and that shouldn't be. And they might be perfectly just going about their own business and not a threat to anybody. But it's just the climate that we live in today, and it's not very nice to admit that, but it's absolutely true. And something from the ground up has to happen. And as often, it takes something so tragic to actually turn people onto things sometimes. And it's a great job that she's doing. I don't know how she's doing it. She's got everything to go through personally, emotionally. But as I said, to someone else just recently, maybe that's, in its own way, maybe that's also helping her get through the grieving process, that she's actually doing something about it. Well, this is the big launch night of her campaign, and she couldn't have done much better with the entertainment, because she's got Peter Kay, the finest comedian in the country, and she's got Rick Astley, the greatest act in the world ever.
Yeah, exactly. That was a bit of a funny one, that, the MTV Awards. You know what, I'm not going to knock it, whatever. It's nice to be remembered in any kind of way. But I think MTV got turned over there, really. I don't think they were expecting that. I think they kind of, I think somebody tampered with the votes a little.
Why didn't you go? You were invited.
Because I thought it was a bit ridiculous to give me an award for being the best act ever. And I don't want to put myself down in any way. I'm just saying, Sir Paul McCartney was in the room that night. I'm sorry, I'm not going to look him in the eye and say, sorry, Paul, it's just not going to work, So I think it was a bit of a ridiculous award anyway. And I think it bit them on the backside as well. I think they threw me into the category as a bit of fun. And
so what do you think about all this Rick rolling? Do you get a laugh out of it?
I do get a laugh out of it, yeah. Lots of my friends, I've got quite a few friends who live in America, and I think you depending on where you are in the world, sometimes you see different stuff on the internet, and it's a bit more, how can I say that, it's they just send me stuff anyway, clips of stuff that perhaps I wouldn't see if I was here, just with my brothers and different friends sending me stuff and whatever. My sister sends me stuff. I just think sometimes you see the most weird and odd things. There's a one with Obama, the new president, sings Never Gonna Give You Up. They basically cut up all the speeches and they've got him to sing Never Gonna Give You Up. And that was brilliant. I just think the effort that takes, hats off to the people. It's just funny.
Well, I'll be honest, when the MTV Awards were on, did you have a sneaky look at the live broadcast to see whether you won?
I watched it, yeah. But I've got a 16-year-old daughter. We'd probably watch it anyway. I guess I watched it also, if I'm really honest, partly just to see how they deal with it. Because I just thought, well, if I win that, how the hell are they going to deal with that? What are they going to do about it? You know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm a bit old for the MTV Awards, to be honest, in every way, shape and form, So.
Well, so Paul McCartney's a lot older.
Yeah, he is, but
come on, when they said, and the winner is Rick Astley, did you leap round the room?
Not at all, no. I just thought it's laughable. It's daft. That's all it is, it's daft.
What did your daughter think?
She was really proud of me that I didn't go. So, what can you say?
So what's ahead for you, Rick?
Funny enough, about a couple of years ago, I actually started to sing again, do little gigs and what have you. Again, with a bit of a Warrington connection. Simon Moran, one of the guys who's helped organise this and behind this every evening tonight, he kind of pulled me out of my shell a little bit and said, look, go and do some gigs, doesn't matter what you sing, just go out and sing. And I did, and that's kind of got the ball rolling. I never fell out of love with singing, I just kind of fell out of love with the music business really, and doing all the trolling round and, you know, so I still sing occasionally. I'm off to do some gigs again soon in Europe, and I'm off to the States to do something in New York soon, so it's nice. I get to be a pop star at the weekends and pretend I'm 21 again, so it's nice.
Well, everyone's very grateful that you came along here tonight.
Well, they don't need to, because it's my pleasure. So in any way that you can be involved in certain things in charity, I think, you know, it's a nice way to pay something back, I think.